Let me make sure everything is formatted. All right, perfect. Looks like this is gonna work. All right, so my name is Tommy Wigan. I am the founder of the Volley Zone, and in this presentation, I want to introduce you to my business proposal, kind of walk you through how this company is going to work and what we're going to do to make it work. So, a quick introduction: the Volley Zone is going to be an online information service that caters to pickleball players of all ages and skill levels. So, over the past 10 years, pickleball has been the fastest growing sport in America. And with all of this growth inside the sport, there's been a massive surplus of information on pickleball products and accessories. So, with all of this information, we're starting to see that there's a lot of information overload on consumers, which can make it difficult for them to make the right decisions on how to purchase the right products. So, to solve that, TVZ is cutting through the noise by creating a online newsletter and an online blog. And the way that we've done this is we're going to use AI and proprietary software to create relevant and detailed reports on specific products. Um, so with our web scraping software, what we'll be able to do is we'll be able to find data on specific products. So by data, I mean like unstructured data, which is going to be like product specifications from the manufacturer, customer reviews from like Instagram, Dick's Sporting Goods, Amazon, and then we'll also include things like photographs from customers. And then once we have all of that data, we're going to collect it. We're going to summarize it with AI. We're going to make a report with AI, and then we're going to publish it through our newsletter and our blog. So, some of the steps taken to make this work. First off, we're going to have to acquire infrastructure. We're going to have to establish our website, establish social media, form partnerships, and then monetize the platform. So, how TVZ is going to use AI? AI is going to be the backbone of this business concept, and it's really going to be what makes us stand apart from other pickleball newsletters. So, we're going to use AI to collect the data, analyze the data, report, publish, and then automate. So, with traditional newsletters, it would have to be like maybe a three-man team. They would go through, they'd probably collect the information, which would be very difficult, take a lot of time. Once they have all that, they need to read through all of the information, find the right points, make sure it's laid out properly, and then they'd have to report it, publish it. But, excuse me, with AI, we're able to do that in an automated way that makes it much faster and much more relevant. So we think that this is a really big deal. This is going to help us stand out, and it's also going to help our business structure with costs and overhead. So using the website, establishing the domain is going to be a really big deal. With an online domain, it's going to be our brand flagship. It's going to be where we have our blog spot and where we do advertising. So the brand flagship, we want individuals to come to the website. We want it to be easy for them to use. We want it to be recognizable. This is going to be the main hub for how we operate. We're going to publish our blogs. We're going to have an area where they can sign up for the newsletter. Everything's going to run through the online domain. It's also going to serve as an advertising hub. What I'd like to do is I'd like to establish some partnerships with some brands. Excuse me, I've had a cold the past couple days. But I'd like to establish some partnerships with some brands and maybe some clubs so they can advertise kind of like their products and their services to the newsletter readers. Social media. So social media is going to be crucial to any online brand. TVZ is going to be running on all major social media platforms. That's like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter or X. Social media is going to play the largest role in the growth strategy. To grow an online brand, you have to have social media, and one of the fastest ways to kind of get your name out there is through Instagram. That could be Reels, regular posts, TikTok posts of short form video. That's going to be a really big deal. So social media is going to be a big area of focus. So social media accounts are going to be used to build the brand. That could be like following other brands that are kind of where we are in the pickleball area. So that could be like major players like Selkirk, All Star, a lot of pickleball clubs. We're also going to use social media for content marketing. So we can repost content, create a lot of consumer generated content, and just kind of market our blogs through shares and reposts. And then, yeah, blog reposting is going to be big because that's a big area of consumer generated content, which is huge for any online brand. So social media is going to be a key cog in the wheel. So what is it going to take to win on social media? First off, it's going to take high quality content. This means having a proper layout, a proper form. One of the things that I've noticed when it comes to maintaining quality is like if you look at like a Toyota dealership, they're all like roughly the same, and they kind of have this same high quality outline for their buildings and for their employees. And that same basic principle of quality and quality control that Toyota implements in like their car lots is going to be like the same basic idea that we implement on social media. So this means like having a special format, having a special format for how we take photos, having a special format for the times that we post, all kinds of stuff like that. Targeting the audience, which means understanding the algorithm, figuring out what hashtags work best with our product, what hashtags work best with our audience, establishing a posting schedule. If you take a look at a lot of different social media brands, a lot of them burn out over time because they don't post regularly. So having a regular posting schedule, understanding what times are like hot hours for Instagram users, or what times can you post and get the most interaction, that's a big deal. SEO optimization. So when you run a blog, SEO is going to be a big deal. There are a lot of different Google keywords and a lot of different ads that you can use. So trying to be at the top of the Google rankings is going to be a big deal, and we're excited to kind of tackle that. The user-friendly interface, that's going to kind of be a little bit more of the high-quality content in the quality control aspect. But one of the ways that this is going to look like is for our website, we want it to be easy to use, easy to access, very simple, very understandable, very to the point, as user-friendly as possible. Social media promotion, this could look like spending money on boosting posts, taking time to pay for content creators, stuff like that. So partnerships is going to be absolutely necessary, and it's going to carry a lot of possibilities. So brand partnerships, this could be working with popular TikTok brands like pickleball brands like manufacturers, pickleball clubs, stuff like that. Partnering with them and like running blogs on what they do, how they run, that would be a really important aspect of a partnership. Sponsorships, we can't do it right now because we don't have any money, but sponsoring clubs and activities would be a big deal. That'd be a great way to gain brand traction. Forming club partnerships, that would be huge because you could generate a lot of loyal viewers and readers. Affiliate contracts is going to be major for us because TVZ is going to use affiliate marketing for all of our major revenue. So monetization is going to be from ad revenue, which is going to be like selling ads on the website to clubs and brands, and then affiliate revenue. So what I'd like to work on in the coming days is going to be establishing contracts with Amazon, Dick's Sporting Goods, and Walmart. So what I'd like to do is in these consumer reports that I publish, I'd like to include links to Dick's Sporting Goods and Amazon and Walmart. And then if a consumer clicks on one of those links, they'll be taken to the website. And then when they make that purchase, I'll make a portion of that income. So that'll be a really big deal. I think that would be huge for the company, and that's something that I'm working on. So scalability. As TVZ grows, I've identified kind of 6 areas that are going to be really big for the company. So paid content, this could be stuff like paying for social media influencers to maybe highlight the blog, maybe talk about where they learn their information. Like, if they go out with a specific paddle, they could be like, hey, I learned about this through the newsletter with TVZ, stuff like that. Web optimization. I've built a website. It's kind of a rough version, kind of a proof of concept thing. It's pretty difficult. It's not easy when you don't really understand it, but I've done it. It works all right. But moving forward, if I want to scale, it would be nice to pay a professional to do so. SEO optimization, that's going to be big as well. Like I said, being at the top of like the Google searches and the Google keywords, that's a big deal for any blog and any online affiliate store. AI enhancement. Right now, I'm running on a pretty basic business subscription to ChatGPT. It works. Um, it may not be the best, as sometimes I have to go back and make sure that the content is up to date, that the AI hasn't made any mistakes. I do that periodically when I run tests to make sure it's all working. It takes a lot of time. I know that there are other AIs out there that work better and are easier to use with less mistakes. When it comes to data storage, there's a ton of data out there. So when I pull up the photos and the reviews, I have to use like external hard drives, and it's looking like I may have to get even more. So looking to upgrade the data storage would be big, and then staffing. So right now it's a one-man show. It's just me. It's kind of difficult to stay on top of everything because I am a student. But yeah, it's not super hard. I'll be able to make it work. But as the company grows, there will be some need for a SEO specialist, an AI engineer, and maybe like a website coder, so stuff like that. So how it works, simplicity is key. There was no entry barrier. I was able to create the domain, get everything running with practically no cost. So there aren't any variable costs. Everything is fixed. It's a one-man show, so I don't have any crazy overhead with like employees or rent, and it's all automated. So I do have to be involved to a certain level, but for the most part, I can take a step back and let it just run on its own, which is helpful. Um, Simplicity is key. It's going to take some time for this to really get streamlined and for it to really start to make a profit. I think it would take up to 1 year for it to generate a profit, but by focusing on building the website, making sure we get the corporate sponsorships and partnerships, um, setting up the online domain, working on generating those affiliate contracts. In that first year, we can set ourselves up for more scalability options in the second year. So it's going to take some time. It's going to take some patience, but I'm very confident that this could be a successful company. So thank you for your time. Thank you for watching this presentation, and I'm really excited to move forward with this idea.